welcome back. You're watching The Property Show. Now, one of the biggest hurdles that a second home buyer or investor has is to find a good tenant to occupy their residential property. Ultimately, most look for corporate clients or companies to rent out their space, but it's never that easy. What are the benefits of getting on board a corporate and how do you go about it? Lakshmi Sivadas finds out.
Businessman Sanjay Kinvasara and his wife wanted good and timely returns from their investment. But when it came to the rent returns from the flat they had purchased in Vasant Nagar, it turned out to be a headache for them. After a few years of letting it out on an individual lease, they decided to rent it out to a corporate.
See, I did have an individual renting it out earlier, but the thing with them is, the rents used to get a bit delayed. Like it wouldn't come on the proper dates. It would come maybe 1 week later, 2 weeks later, things like that. But with the corporates, it's like, your account is credited on that particular date, which we fix up with them every month. 10-15% higher rental we get from corporates.
And here is where people like Farooq Mahmood come to the rescue. His realty firm Silverline handles hundreds of clients looking to rent out their property to companies. The biggest reason why landlords want corporate tenants is for a hassle-free experience like timely payments.
They're assured that the tenant will vacate the premises on the due date, enhancements or increments will be adhered to, and property maintenance is far superior than an individual taking a property. Some people have on their long leases mentioned that they would pay an X percentage for repainting of the premises, or some companies would say that we take care of the premises and we do the annual maintenance ourselves, so you don't have to do it. So it depends on the lease that you structure with the client.
Experts agree that leasing out residential property to companies is a far more lucrative option while being a stable financial source. Homeowners looking for this option need to keep certain fine print in mind while leasing out the property. For starters, corporate lease agreements or CLAs are different from personal lease agreements. Corporate leases are signed for about 2 to 3 years at a minimum. While a personal lease agreement will only allow the permitted occupier to live in the house, companies can bring in any employee or guest to stay in the premises, but take full responsibility for the occupant. Just like in a personal lease agreement, CLAs also fix the percentage of increase at the end of each year, usually about 10%. However, despite this, it is not an easy task landing the corporate client.
So the expectation is to move into a high quality new construction house with better amenities than you would find in older constructions, amenities like swimming pool, clubhouse, and those kind of houses does have higher demand from corporates. When a lease is signed with a corporate, the landlord also gets the ability to take the corporate to court, which is better for the landlord than if he was filing a case against an individual.
Experts also suggest getting the help of property managers or qualified realtors to not only land the corporate client quicker, but also to help negotiate the terms with companies' legal teams. From Bengaluru, Lakshmi Sivadas for NDTV.
Okay, we'll stay with Bangalore and look at this query by Abhishek Anand. He writes, I need your advice on the tree by Provident Housing located off Magadi Road in Bangalore. I am considering this property for residential purpose. How is the project and the future growth of this area, and what could be the likely price trend in this locality 5 years down the line? His specifications are 3 BHK, 60 lakhs and specifically only looking at Magadi Road. Samir, the tree by Provident Housing.
Well, this project by Provident Housing is definitely a very good project. It's commanding a premium because Provident Housing is a good developer, a premium developer, concentrating on affordable and mid segments. It's located on the Magadi Road, after Outer Ring Road and before the Nice Road, and it's located just off it. Total land area of the project is 6.8 acres, so largest project, good amount of amenities, including a 2,500 square feet clubhouse, swimming pool, open air theatre. The project is also close to the CMTI metro station. The project is trading at 4291, which is slightly higher than the weighted average floor price of the market at 3,900, but not very much higher. Inventory overhang is on the danger zone at 24 months, and the price appreciation has been fairly good over here, about 12% on an annualized basis. We've got one more project because your budget is very low. We've not been able to get too many projects, and the supply on Magadi Road is not that high. Bindu Amulya 2 by Bindu Developers is another project. This is phase 2 right now that is being launched. The project is getting ready in 2015. It's a small project of 1 odd acre, but the project has modern amenities like a swimming pool, play area, 24-hour power backup. The developer till now has completed 7 projects in Bangalore, and including 2 ongoing projects. So developer is a local developer, reasonably reputed, and you can go ahead with either of the 2 projects.
Okay. Sameer, your data shows about 10% annualized returns since first half of 2012. He wanted to know in the next 5 years, what kind of returns can he expect?
Well, you know, that's a little tricky one because real estate markets now today are like the stock markets, where one doesn't know which is the right micro market that will do really well going forward. But you can safely expect 10 to 12% return on any project that you look at in Bangalore today. That's the only market that's doing reasonably okay. The other thing is that Bangalore's price points are still very affordable. Anything between 3 and 4,000 rupees a square foot, you can easily expect a 10% appreciation.
Okay, but this particular project is located in the second half of Magadi Road, so livability there is a concern, infrastructure, so that could also weigh on the price appreciation?
Yes, but you know that those also become opportunities.
Okay.
Because today the price point is a little lower because of it being not being able to offer good social infrastructure around, but social infrastructure can fast catch up.
So that low base will give him that opportunity.
Exactly.
Okay, so Abhishek, that's a thumbs up for the tree by Provident Housing in Magadi Road. Go ahead. Okay, so next we have a question coming in from Bhagyashri. Hi Bhagyashri, how can we help you?
Yeah, hi madam. I am looking for a 3 BHK apartment for end use, and I have seen one in Alandur. I am from Chennai.
Okay.
Okay, the project name is Banyan House. It is an ongoing project, and the builder is Appaswamy Real Estate Builder.
All right.
Okay, I want to know how is the Alandur area to live in, and what is the future development there, and is it advisable to live within such a proximity from the airport, as the project is around 3 to 4 meter. Airport is about 3 to 4 meter from the project.
Okay, all right.
I want to know the Alandur area development in the future, and what about the project Banyan House?
All right, so Appaswamy Real Estate Builders Banyan House project in Alandur, few kilometers from the Chennai International Airport. Sameer, great market to be in, the airport just at the corner?
Yeah, so I think definitely the project is good. Appaswamy Real Estate is a very good developer. The micro market has a good amount of social infrastructure already in place. It's also considered to be a good residential area. There is physical infrastructure and connectivity that is also speaking well of this micro market, and the advantage of Alandur is the upcoming metro station in Alandur in future, which would be a transit hub to Chennai. In Chennai, we've got one more micro market because your budget is good, which is Nangalur, which is a better micro market. Supply in both these micro markets is extremely limited, and these are expensive micro markets. Since your budget is good, you can look at that micro market as well. Nallur is weighted average price is 8,200. Alandur is slightly cheaper at 7,400 because, as I mentioned, that's a better market. Price appreciation of Nangalur is 8.14% and Alandur is 11%. As I mentioned, Banyan House is a good project that you can go ahead with. It's on 4 blocks. It's a luxury project with all good amenities. It will be ready by end 2016. Located in MKN Road, close to the GST Road Airport at Gindi. And lastly, we have Cornerstone Lancor Holdings project getting ready this year, close to Alandur and Valanchery. Total land area of the project is less than half acre due to non-availability of land in this micro market. There is also a small boutique apartment with G+4 stories, only 24 apartments. And it will be ready in a couple of months, but with these 24 apartments you still get a lot of amenities.
Okay, so Bhagyashri, go ahead with Banyan Tree by Appaswamy Real Estate in Alandur. This market also gets our thumbs up apart from the developer, which is a local claim developer. Alandur as a market close to the Chennai International Airport and well connected to established hubs like GST Road, Gindi, Velachery and Uamar Road. So you can go ahead with this. The other market that we are recommending for you is Nanganallur. Okay, moving on. We have an email by Hema Rao. Hima writes, we are moving to Hyderabad in April, May this year. My husband will be working in Kompally. We are looking for a 2 BHK in Kompally and our budget is 50 lakhs for a 2 BHK. Looking forward to your reply. Okay, Kompally, 50
so
lakhs.
again, we've done a little bit of more homework and we've got a better micro market, Suchitra Circle, in addition to Kompally, which are the two micro markets that we would like you to look at. Both micro markets are very safe on the inventory overhang, limited supply, 22 months for inventory for Kompally in terms of inventory overhang and 14 months for Suchitra Circle. Both micro markets are looking good, and price point wise they are both very affordable. 2650 is the weighted average price of Kompally and Suchitra Circle is about 2750. On the price appreciation front, Suchitra Circle has done better, that's why we're recommending it to you. It's about 9% on an annualized basis. Kompally is about 6.5%. The three projects that you can consider are Bobbili Empire by Delight Projects at 2900. This is located at Kompally. It has about 4 blocks of G+5 stories. Total 160 units are there, out of which 80 units are already ready and remaining will be ready by the end of 2015. Amenities are decent, nothing that great actually. Children's play area, central courtyard, jogging track. The other project is NCL Sindhu by NCN Homes. This is the largest project of about 414 apartments, designed by a lead architectural firm of Hyderabad. And here you get good amenities like an air-conditioned fitness center, swimming pool, children's school, health club, jacuzzi, indoor games, etc. And lastly, you have Condalia by Armsburg Properties at 2800. This is located off Suchitra Circle in one of the prime locations. Amenities are good, 10,000 square feet clubhouse, reasonably sized apartment complex, 216 apartments and 2.5 acres of land. So density is not that great, but good complex all in all.
Okay, so Hema, in addition to Kompally, where your husband works, we're also recommending Suchitra Circle. Kompally as a market is a great market to invest in. This is North Hyderabad, one of the greenest areas of the city and well connected via the ORR and the Nagpur highway. And given that prices here are at a low base, so you can see some decent price appreciation in Kompally. Suchitra Circle, it's an emerging suburb adjacent to NH7 and decent social infrastructure along with educational institutes and retail. Those are the options we're giving you. Bobbili Empire by Delight Projects, NCL Sindhu by NCL Home Constructions and Kaudinya by Armsburg Properties. Okay, now from the south, let's move to markets in the north to Noida. We have Rajan Arora on the line with us. Hi Rajan, what's your question?
Hi Masuda, I'm Rajan from Delhi. And I have purchased a property in Sikka Kamna Greens, which is on Noida Expressway, Sector 143B. I purchased it 1 year back at the price of 4,500 BSP, and the unit is of around 960 square feet. So just want to know, should I just stay with this particular investment or should I sell it off or move to any other investment if it is not growing? So need your advice in that.
Okay, Sikka Kamna Greens, Noida, invested for a year now and not seeing any growth. Should he hold on, move on?
Well, as we all know now that NCR markets have been going through a bloodbath really over the last 1.5 years, and if your property has not depreciated, you should be lucky. And today also the price point is around 4,500 rupees, so there is no point in looking at an exit. The project is a good one, the location is pretty decent, it's on 12 acres of land. Project will get ready in a short while. Anything that gets ready which is really good does reach to a level of 6,000 rupees. So the upside is definitely left. It's 200 meters off the Greater Noida Expressway. So connectivity is great. Bank finance is available from all the best banks. So I think you should hold back, wait for the project to get completed and then look at an exit. The market is slow, 26 months of inventory overhang. This is Noida Expressway stretch 2. Too much supply coming in there, but at the same time price points of ready projects is getting established between 6,000 and 7,000 rupees. 93 sector to 168 sector is what we'd refer to Noida Expressway stretch 2, where the weighted average price is 5,050. So if you look at this project, it's 10% lower than the weighted average price in the market. So the catch up has to happen. 11% is the annualized yield of this micro market. So stay invested.
Okay, Rajan, so you haven't made much returns on this property, so it's best to hold on, wait for the market to recover and see some appreciation because the project otherwise has decent fundamentals, great location and well master plan in terms of all the planners who are developing this project. Okay. And that's a wrap for today. Share your feedback and questions with us on email at property@ndtv.com. Catch us on Radio City every Saturday at 2 p.m. and also follow us online on Twitter and Facebook. A big thank you for joining me and Sameer on this edition. I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.